I will wait for you all to return. Hopefully you can all come back. The other stream might still be going. All right. I'm here. I was reading on Garcia, I think. All right. So I tried to jump right back so you can... Yeah, I tried to jump right back so you could see me right away. Let's play my song while we're waiting for people. I'm just gonna wait. Everything's falling around me. Fog so thick I can hardly see. Nothing is holding me up. Everyone's had enough. No one is really connecting. We act like we are all set and inside we're drowning in sorrow that'll come to an end. We've got to come together in every kind of weather. We are stronger by oh so much more when we're all joined as one. We'll be like a wave that's crashing, driven by divine passionate action. We've got to come together and this world will be saved. Whenever there is a challenge, all right, we turn our doubt into courage. There's nothing we cannot do when we are guided by love. We give not into temptation. Our faith is helping our patience. We're reaching out into space and throughout all of time. We've got to come together in every kind of weather. We are stronger by oh so much more when we are all joined as one. We'll be like a wave that's crashing, driven by divine passionate action. We've got to come together and this world will be saved. Thank you. We've got to come together in every kind of weather. We are stronger by oh so much more when you're all joined as one. We'll be like a wave that's crashing, driven by divine passionate action. We've got to come together and this world will be saved. We've got to come together and this world will be saved. Come together and this world will be saved. We've got to come together and this world will be saved. Come together and this world will be saved. Come together. All right, you know, it occurred to me that some of you might not have heard that song. I wrote that song last year, or the year before, and thanks to Terry Hall, I don't ever see Terry in the chat. She made the slideshow. and Reed Thomas's dad joke. And that song is available. I'll repost it. And if you're going to a protest rally, you might want to bring it with you. All right, so I just played that because we lost a whole bunch of people because, you know, I'm constantly being tested. And we were reading, I think, on Garcia and... Right? You hadn't heard that song? I will share it on my community page. And if you want the song, you can email me, AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. It's a little bittersweet for me that song's not being picked up. So I need to push it a little harder. All right, and the one about Jan 6 too. We won't be backing down. We're taking back democracy, and we won't be backing down. Yeah, Terry doesn't pop up anymore. We are resisting. The bell says so. Let's pull 3 cards on the AOC and Bernie Sanders are out there. They're working really hard. Bonsoir, world. I'm frozen again. If I'm frozen again, I may have to just cut it short. Let me know, and I'll... Okay. Gloria, you seem to freeze more than other people. Okay. So we're going to pull 3 cards on Bernie. Yeah, usually when I reboot, it goes all right. We're going to pull 3 cards on the Fight the Oligarchy. Thanks for the report. Definitely watch the Fight the Oligarchy tour. AOC is phenomenal. I really see some phenomenal young people out there doing amazing things. And it's good. So let me just take a look. The effect on the United States of these, I think they call it the Fight the Oligarchy tour. You're eating your support? Oh, your supper. Sorry. Thank you for coming back. I know it's a pain when that happens. I don't have a crew. Idaho had a large crowd the other day. Yeah, for sure. So how are they going to go? The Magician. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. So you're going to like this. So I'm reading on the energy of the AOC Bernie Sanders Fight the Oligarchy tour, and I have the Magician. It's gonna change things. That's the Alchemist. Rebirth. That's the second time I got the Rebirth card. I saw it when I was reading on Judge Boasberg. Ace of Pentacles. People are coming together. See? Like the song says, with one clear, common ground message. Lock them up. Yeah, the Oligarchy tour. Yeah, really good stuff going on there. Really great. The Magician, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. The World card in this deck is the Rebirth card. So that's great. I'm excited about that. Yeah, okay. The audio levels are better. Yeah, so you guys are my team. You guys are my visual audio team. You're my engineers. Now, let's look at the solution to this conundrum that we're in is this. He needs to be ousted. He's illegitimately there. This is not normal. This is not democracy. Cheryl's watched all the Bernie tours so far. Good. Letting them stay, destroying everything. Like, I don't know how many Substack articles I've written where I warned it's going to be a wrecking ball if he gets elected, and here we are. And they cheated. Let's boil it down to one main point about why we all have to fight this fascism. We are not currently safe given the circumstances. There's no aspect of our lives that is safe because of what they've done. I'm not saying to be scared. I'm saying this is the reason that we have no choice but to fight back, because I can't even think of one thing that causes us to feel safe that they haven't attacked and destroyed. All right? So, and that, like, there's, and is, if anybody can come up with anything that you can think of that it has been created for our own safety that they haven't attacked, let me know. And if nobody can come up with something that keeps us safe that they haven't attacked, that means on all fronts they're making sure we're not safe. You guys are having a conversation with my name in it. I don't know what you're asking. Maybe repost it. If I'm okay with what? I'm okay with most things. I'm just not okay with when people get all negative. Okay. I think you all know that. 3 cards on Joe Biden. I really have to go listen to his speech because I think, first of all, I think it's really interesting that we heard from Joe Biden. This year I'm only allowed to celebrate my birthday for half a minute. It's my 32nd birthday. Finding a way for us to communicate with each other if my feed freezes. Let me just say this. AnnetteDion7@gmail.com is the email that you can reach me at. Or you can reach me through my website. Through that, I get that mail too. So, okay. So nobody's able to come up with something that they have not attacked that keeps us safe as a nation. I'm just talking about like different agencies and that kind of thing. So the reason to get really involved is because we are not safe. They're making sure that we are not safe. This is a reason to be involved. Okay? I'm not predicting something terrible. I'm just stating the fact that they've taken away our safety. He's done all he can to keep us in fear, and they've taken away our safeguards on all fronts. There's no front that they haven't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards on Joe Biden. Really good to see him back. This one wanted to pop right up. 7 of Pentacles. He knows how much work is ahead of us. It's been really hard for Joe Biden to observe what's going on, but I have never, and I'm going to tell you this, I've never, ever, ever felt like he didn't have his finger on the pulse of what's going on, and I've never felt like Joe Biden, ever since November, ever since after the election that they stole. I have no problem saying that when it really got stolen. He's kept an eye on it, and he's involved in a movement to stop this. Amanda says she doesn't want to go on a plane. Then don't. Joe Biden, 8 of Jars. He's been working on something. Joe Biden has been working on something behind the scenes. Maria refuses to back down. We can't back down. Biden said exactly what was going to happen. What about our beloved Kamala Harris? Well, I think she's in here too, because I'm reading on Joe Biden, and I have the 8 of Jars, which is working very diligently at something that you're good at. And the 7 of Pentacles, it's been a lot of hard work, but behind the scenes there's something going on. There's Kamala, Princess of Pentacles. I think we're going to start hearing Kamala speak too. It feels like things are going to move fast, and removing Trash, yes. And I got that with the Eight of Wands that I pulled earlier. So, I wouldn't get the Eight of Jars and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, the Eight of Jars is the Eight of Cups. Okay. Actually, let me, because I'm just kind of learning these cards and what they represent. The Eight of Jars, yeah, this is a sadness from the past. The Seven of Pentacles is how hard it's been to watch all this. And the Princess of Pentacles, the young women, and I mean the 20-somethings and Kamala, we're going to start hearing a lot more. You're going across the country on a train because you don't want to go on a plane. Well, that's good. That seems like a lovely way to travel. We really need former presidents. Yes, we do. We do. Yeah, and I feel like they're coming back around. I do. Let's read on the former administration. That is in our declarations. You say it all the time, the election was stolen. That's because it was. Everything that they project onto other people is what they're doing themselves. Like true narcissists. Amanda, I'd rather travel on a train than a plane. Any day. Not a fan of flying. Let's read on the Democrats getting out there. Did you guys see Marjorie Taylor Greene getting blasted at her town hall? So, let's read on the Democrats. Let's read on the Democrats from past administrations. Do I think the trash suspects things are coming to a head well, that's what I read on earlier. I don't think he suspects it, but it's coming. I think on some level he knows. Oh yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, but the bad news is that she was having people that, at a town hall, they disagreed and they stood up and they said something, and they had the cops decked them and they tased them, and it's like, Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Democrats coming back. The Seven of Pentacles, it's a lot of work. The Ten of Swords, it's a lot of pain. The Seven of Swords. Okay, this is what the Democrats coming back are experiencing. All the hard work that they do is cut down by the Russian propaganda. Yeah, the beach blonde, bad built, butch body is evil. Absolutely. Yeah. So what the Democrats are up against is the continued deluge of MAGA propaganda and evil and awfulness. And the Seven of Pentacles, as they continue to just keep, this is an endurance test. This is what we're in right now. It's an endurance test. And so the Seven of Swords, they know the election was stolen. It's only been 87 days since the evil orange, yeah, talk about a wrecking ball. And the Ten of Swords. This is where the Democrats are right now. This is where democracy is right now. We all have to get involved. We all have to get involved. This isn't up to our representatives. My guides keep saying the people are what is going to change this. The people. Everyone laughed when I said I'd invent invisibility serum. I wish they could see me now. So these cards, these are hard. These are hard cards for the Democrats. So let's see, let's push a little bit forward. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles means they're getting somewhere, but boy, is it a hard slog. Because of the criminality. All right, I'm sorry that we missed, that we lost so many people. And I don't mean like they're unalived. I mean that just when we get rolling, my Wi-Fi punks out. And the dark side works through technology. Let's read on her fate. But first I'm going to pull 3 more cards about the Democrats. Well, it's tough. Hello from Chicago. Finally made it to a live. Yeah, we had to reboot. Glad you made it. More about the Democrats. The Tower card, the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Okay, well, this is better. Just a little bit of, progressing a little bit forward. What they're going through right now is a lot of 10 of Swords and 7 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. It's exhausting, but now the Democrats are getting some, they're getting some leverage. They're getting ahead. We need to energetically support our Democratic leaders, yes. Can I read on the whistleblower? Do you know how many whistleblowers I'm picking up on? That's going to be hard for me to do because there's whistleblowers everywhere. Democrats moving forward. The Sword of Truth wins. The King of Wands. I actually think that's a message from Biden and other past presidents, and the Tower card. There is going to be a disruption of the MAGA fascist regime. Yeah, I think the Dems are still in shock. Thanks, Carl, for loving my song. I'll share it on my community page, too. You guys need to have access to that song. It's on the Grassroots of Democracy website, I believe. Grassrootsofdemocracy.com. We Won't Be Backing Down is there. I don't remember if we have the other one up there. Share, share, share. And I did write a Substack this week. What did I entitle? The Substack I wrote this week is entitled The End of Democracy as a Spectator Sport. Go to Annette Substack and find that if you can. Okay, 3 cards. Yes, it's on YouTube too. Yes, that song. Please share it. Damon, I just read on that. You see, you're saying I think the Dems need to grow up here. That's why I read twice on it. That's why I read, here's phase 1. Phase 2 is excellent. Phase 2 looks really good. You don't know why they're shocked? Well, I'm just reading. I mean, they laid it all out in Project 2025, yes, but it was hidden. You don't like to hear they're still in shock? Well, I don't feel like the Democrats are still in shock so much. It's just, that's probably not the right way to put it. It's just, it's an assault. It's an assault. Did you see what Dumpy did to Caitlin Collins? What a tough lady. Good for her. Just like, what a jerk. That it's no matter how used to it you might think you are, it's still a shock to the system. And yeah, we knew what Project 2025 was about, but it wasn't getting any airplay. And Dumpy was out there saying that he had nothing to do with it. We're coming out of it. Yes, that's true. Democracy is rising. People don't want to be unsafe. People remember. I really want a t-shirt of Joe Biden that says, "Do you miss me yet?" People are remembering back just a few months ago, things were really good. I really knew about Project 2025. It was so horrifying. I could only read the bullet points. Yes. To Caitlin Collins, oh, he just was like, he was really, really, really vitriolically, just being nasty to her. I don't remember the exact words, nor do I want to. But really awful. Really, really awful. Let's read on the, gosh, there's so much. Do you guys want to, yeah, you are this is an abusive relationship. Do you guys want to ask me a question about something? Warren keeps asking me if he'll be decertified. Yeah. Do you want to ask me another question? I mean, as far as that, whether the election will be decertified, it's kind of a moot point because he's not legit anyway, right? So I think a better question would be, since we're not in a democracy at the current moment. I mean, on paper we are. But a better question would be, are we going to get our democracy back? Let's read on that. Did look like yes. When will he be out of the White House? I don't see him there I don't see him there this year. So you all need to help and stop thinking about him being there forever. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be removed and arrested. So when you're on the track of he's being removed and arrested, don't let those other thoughts come in like, oh, but he gets away with everything. You know what I'm saying? I have the Magician again when I'm asking about what will happen. See, and this is why I keep going on and on and on about it. This is the Alchemist. We have to create it happening that he's overthrown. This is the second time I've gotten the King of Wands. There's a powerful man who's a Democrat coming in as a result of all the pain and hardship. There's a powerful man coming in. I really think that that's Joe Biden, not necessarily being president again, but somebody needs to be saying what we all are thinking and feeling. What's the current progress of Signalgate? What do you mean by that? Yes, he'll have, yes. And what Cheryl's saying about Dumpy is what I've always gotten for years and years. At the end, he's in a nursing home in a wheelchair. Let's read on his health. Let's read on the Orange Trash's health. We might stay for a few more minutes longer because maybe we can get up to, well, we don't have 200 in the room. We want Kamala in, right? So visualize it. Maybe we can get up to 200 people and 200 thumbs up. We'll give it an extra few minutes. So, I'm deciding what to read on. Go to my community page and make sure you check out my friend Sean Galloway singing to the elementary school in Pennsylvania his song, I Choose Love. The whistleblowers are blowing. Yes, that's a very strong impression that I've had. Very strong for a few days now. The whistleblowers are blowing the whistles. Right now we have 163 in the house and 109 thumbs up. When we have 200 in the house and 200 thumbs up, we'll do a group hug. If we don't get there, we don't get there. Rose watched that. It's a really cute video. I really am so blessed. I know some amazing... I showed you some amazing people that I know from living in Nashville. Reggie Wooten from the Wooten Brothers. That was a fun show. Ancient Aliens, William Henry, I know him. There was another show that I went to, and Sean Galloway just sent me that video. Hang out with the good people, man. Okay. I have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. You know what? There's some big strength coming. I have a cool talent where I can tell you what's inside a wrapped present without opening it. It's a gift, you know? What's going on with Signalgate right now since they're putting an investigation on it? Okay. This is what I'm getting right here. The Four of Pentacles is a kind of a holding on and waiting and seeing. But I have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. Yes, I miss all of my Nashville friends, of course. Nashville's really different than it was when I lived there. Not for the better. Yeah, there's some heavy duty. I wonder if this is AOC, I'm seeing things really building. Yeah, AOC and Bernie are going to make a huge difference. Would I go back down to Nashville now? Well, I've been back there. Sadhguru's ashram is a little bit outside of Nashville, so I've been there. Lots and lots of whistleblowers, yes, and I saw, yeah, or lots of the Four of Pentacles meant that they're kind of holding on to what they have right now, but then I have, you know, those it's like the soil. I'll use a gardening metaphor. The soil is becoming richer and richer and richer for the Democrats to emerge strong. And the whistleblowers are going to have a lot to do with it. A lot to do with it. And some whistleblowers are having threatening visits at their home. Well, here's what I want to say about that. Here's what I want to say about that. What we're going through in the United States of America, as heinously horrible as it is, we can't discount how horrible it is. Times 1,000 is what people in other countries go through, what people in some other countries go through. So let's just keep in a place of, in our minds, stay in a place of, we have a lot to work with. We really do. We have a lot to work with. We have each other, and we've got some strong leaders. And so to build on what we have looks very, very, very promising. Look at the people of Ukraine. You know what I mean? And I tell you about, you know, getting into Rick Steves and all his tours of Europe, and it's what people have gone through. What we're in right now, yes, it's scary. Yes, it's horrible. Yes, we hate it. But we have agency. We have agency. Let's read on. Time to get the nefarious cards out. I want to read on Pam Blondie. I have tea leaves tonight too. We're staying a little bit longer. We've got some really good people fighting back. We really do. I'm keeping you from falling off the ledge. I'm doing what I can. Did you hear me say my guides told me, and I felt my dad in on this? It helped me a lot. That my guides were saying, we might have to have a Bob the Bunny moment. That of all this, I've had this channel for like 6 years, and I get so frustrated and like, oh, it's not getting anywhere. And they said, you're like a steady drum beat. So we're all steady drum beats. Pam Blondie. Here's why I'm bringing this up. Because boy, did she piss me off today when I saw her. The supposedly AG. These people, these are not serious people. These are cult members. Did you guys see that she was up there with all that's going on right now? I couldn't even believe it. Let me know if you heard this. She was at some kind of press conference and she was going on about Mills, the governor of Maine, that the governor of Maine was really going to get in trouble because 2 trans boys were allowed into women's sporting events in the schools. And she was, boy, she was like, it was like, with all that's going, she's lost her marbles. 2 trans people in the state of Maine. That's what she spent. Pam Blondie, yeah. No offense if you're blonde. Remember there were blonde jokes many years ago until people got more like politically correct about those things. It's kind of like the Karen thing. Maine has filed a lawsuit against the DOJ. Good, good, good. And that's what we need. You heard Pam Blondie referred to as the Witch of Baywater. Baywatch. That's funny. We're going to read on her. We're going to read on her. Our goodness can crush the evil. I want everybody to be very clear about that. Our goodness can crush the evil. And it is, and it will. They think they're in Russia. They're not. They're pretending they're in Russia. They're not. Your mom's name is Karen. Yeah, that was not nice. I would have changed my name. I'm not saying that your mom should, but I probably would have. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Pam Blondie. Well, looky there. Look who's showing up when I'm reading on Pam Blondie. Oh, Karen M. It's okay. I think that trend passed. Janet Mills said, see you in court. Yes, she did say that. Did she say it again? Pam Blondie, all that's going on in this country, we are in an absolute constitutional crisis, and she's up there at a press conference going, oh, there are 2 trans people. Do you know how big the state of Maine is? Cheryl, tell us how big the state of Maine is. All right. Tell us how big the state of Maine is. Isn't it the most trees in all the states? 2 trans people. And she probably made it up. That there are 2 trans, boys that transitioned into women, and the girls in women's sports were feeling it wasn't fair. And that's what she had to talk. 2 million people in Maine. Pam Blondie. We all know what this card is. You guys have been with me long enough to know who that is. Vlad Dracula. Wow. Page of Wands. Whistleblower against Pam Blondie. It's just a matter of a little bit of time. Bring back blonde jokes starting with Pam Blondie. Yeah. She's in bed with Putin. I feel massive, massive revelations coming around the Kremlin connections. I feel kind of the equivalent of like plea bargains going on. That kind of energy. Those are the cards of the night. Oh yeah, this is my nefarious deck. Yeah, Maine is bigger than all the New England states put together. We're teeny little states up here, but Maine's awesome. You guys, you all know how much I love Maine. Might have to go up there again soon. Oh, and speaking of Maine, this tourist ban, if you all are thinking about a summer vacation, please consider going to Maine, because they're really going to be hurting with the lack of Canadian tourists. Let's read on the tariffs. Susan Collins is a total sellout. When I heard that she's not raising enough money for her campaign. Maine is larger than a bread box. I want to read on we don't have enough people here to do a group hug. Sorry. We'll do it Friday. Damon, you have an invite from Cheryl Clark to go eat lobsters in Maine. Hang on. I'm going to read on the whistleblowers. Yeah, we're not going to reach 200. It's all right. We'll do it on Friday. Lobsters freak him out. Yeah, you wouldn't want to cook one. Hang on. What am I reading on? Remind me what I'm reading on. No, I already read on Bondi. She's in trouble. The tariffs. Okay, yeah, I have a couple things, so I didn't know which one the tariffs, and then we'll do the whistleblowers. So You think it's easy? No, I'm not reading on Signalgate. They're still using it. The tariffs. High Priestess. Okay. I'm detecting a pattern here, people. And it is this. All right, maybe we'll do a group hug because it's kind of, it's not really my fault the Wi-Fi crashed, but we would have had 200. The tariffs. Again, I got the Magician. That's about the third or fourth time that I've gotten the Magician tonight. So that tells me that we have the power. We're like the alchemists. So please email me, AnnetteDion7@gmail.com, for me to send you the declarations that a group of us are doing every single day at noon Eastern time to declare our democracy being back in great detail. Takes about 5 minutes. Because the Magician card indicates that we have the power to turn these tariffs around. There is some things going on behind the scenes that will turn the tariffs around. Cheryl did the declarations today, and we'll watch this happen. We'll watch them work. And then we'll be like, Yahoo! We'll be dancing in the streets because we will see that the declarations worked. Yeah, just send me an email, AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. I'll just copy and paste it. Send it to you. I'm not saving your email addresses or anything. So as far as the tariffs go, it looks like they're going to be removed. Because there's some secret dealings going on behind the scenes to get them removed. The King of Cups, not sure who that is exactly. I think that represents people that are of the Democratic persuasion who are billionaires that want the tariffs off. And the Magician. Plus, anybody who gets the tariffs removed, any politician in office who advocates for getting the tariffs removed is going to be popular, duh. A lot of people have been doing the declarations. Thank you. It matters. Please hit the thumbs up while you're here. Yeah, let's read on Amazon. Damon's saying, I'm sure Amazon wants them off. I quit Amazon. Like all Amazon owns a lot of things. Amazon Prime, I quit all of Amazon, all of it. And I'm bumping into other people that have too. Quit the oligarchy. Damon stopped Amazon too. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards about the whistleblowers. Then we'll read some tea leaves. Yeah, I'm seeing the tariffs being removed. Roberta's done with Amazon also. Yeah, it was so convenient. And you quit Meta. Good for you. I don't know what happened in the Zuckerberg hearings. 3 cards about the whistleblowers. And then we'll read some tea leaves. And we'll do a group hug, but we need more thumbs up. That's right, Governor Newsom is suing Trump too. He's going to be sued everywhere. And this is a real strong test of our justice system. And it will help our justice system to get stronger. People quit Meta. Good. The whistleblowers. It's going to be hard for them. But the whistleblowers are coming out. And a lot of the whistleblowers have been complicit in the criminality. A lot of them, not all of them. Koch brothers is suing over the tariffs. Yeah, interesting. The whistleblowers, the devil keeps coming up too. This is some real evil that we're dealing with. And the 8 of Cups is some of the whistleblowers are making up for their bad deeds by squealing. And the 3 of Pentacles is something new being built out of this. I do get quite frequently that I see, and this gives me a lot of hope. I see kind of like we've been in the woods and then there's an opening, and then we see everything. We're like in a clearing and we see everything that's been going on. Yeah, I was kind of upset with the women that went up into space. Bezos thing, but I don't think it really did anything for him. They were up there for 10 minutes. It's like a little bit further up than a plane ride, right? Wait, well, probably a lot further up, right? There's Antichrist energy around the administration. That is like the understatement of the year. They're out and out demonic. I'm not afraid to say it because it's true. I'm a truth teller and the moon is in Sagittarius. Do the Kamala Joy dance. Thomas is going to Italy? I'm jealous. Are we ready for tea leaves? I think we might be ready for tea leaves. But first, Thomas is going to do dad jokes from Italy. Good for you. Yeah, definitely tune in from Italy. That'd be great. Let's do a group hug. Because we are almost up to 200 people in the room. And I did have to drop off and restart. We would have had 200. So I'm not going to wait till we have 200 thumbs up. Because we need to read tea leaves and say goodnight. Because I know y'all must get sick of me after a while. But should we do the Bob the Bunny dance? Yes, let's. Ready? We have to do this first. Bob the Bunny, made in China. Bob the Bunny, made in China. It's almost Easter. It's a little politics bunny. All right, we're gonna get to it. He's with us all week. All right. Thank you. We're gonna read some tea leaves now. You want to help? He's gonna help us read tea leaves. Oops. All right, don't break it. This cup is kind of an antique. All right, well, that was fun. And we're back. Okay, hang on. Now, it's a possessed rabbit. Now, on Monday, the Wi-Fi conked out, and we didn't get to do the tea leaves, but I did post it on my community page. I know, isn't he cute? He does have, his little nose moves. It is the cutest thing. I bought this for you guys. So I did put in the on the community page the tea leaves from Monday night. Now, this is interesting. That there, okay. This here looks like it's upside down. Hang on. This looks like a fist. You know how people do this? I think it's to fight off evil. Isn't that true? You like how I named Bob after my dad? I know. I can feel it. I can feel his presence too. He's having a laugh about it on the other side. This feels like, you know, what is that? What is this? What does this mean? I think it means to ward off evil. So we're warding off some evil here. And this over here, Mercury went into Aries today. This looks like two people high-fiving. So we see people coming together in a big way. This is Jupiter and this is Mercury. We're coming together in our common message. This looks like a person playing a flute. And so this looks like an axe. So we're cutting through some stuff now and we're doing it joyfully. And this looks like bunny rabbits right around Easter time. I want everybody to stop with the thinking that there's some horrible thing happening on April 20th. April 20th is, well, first off, 420 is traditionally Weed Day. You can look up the history of that. And I see bunny rabbits. I see people coming together, high-fiving. I see somebody playing a flute to to something there. And here I see, let's see. What are you saying about the thumb out? All right, hang on. Rock on. If you do it means love. Oh, right. Thank you. On this symbol, it was ringing a bell. I took a course on a technique, and this meant infinite love and gratitude. And that's a very healing thing to do. I totally forgot about that. A guy named Darren Weissman was teaching that. Anyway, yeah, thank you for reminding me what it means. Yeah, I probably did it wrong, but you catch my drift. I saw that in the cup. I'm trying to decipher what this is. It looks like a bird, and it looks like a bunch of angels in between Venus and Jupiter. We're going to see, I just see a lot of love, man. I really see a lot of love. Maria, you just wrote that Easter Sunday falls on September 20th. I think you meant April. You see two guns? Well, we have seen in the last time before Monday that we read the tea leaves, I said that somebody was thinking about an assassination. Not going to point to who, but it seems like I think that somebody wants to unalive somebody that we all know. I really do pick that up strongly, but that it wouldn't take a psychic. The second set of eclipses in September will be very telling. I see us emerging victorious, but it's because we work our butts off. I really do. So, tomorrow night, every Thursday night, we have a guided meditation for a healed America. So there's many opportunities that I'm offering for us to really get together with our visualizations and our energy to create the outcome that we want. So let's all know that we're all safe and we're all protected. Join me for Off the Ledge. That's a video I upload every day. And I'll do pop-ups every day. And tomorrow night is our guided meditation for a healed America. It starts at 7 and goes to 7:30. You can always go back and do the meditations. We talk for 15 minutes, and then I lead you through a guided meditation, and then it just ends. So that's every Thursday night. And this week is Holy Week. So for Church of Spirituality, you don't have to be a Christian. I'm actually acknowledging and honoring with 5 services in the next 4 days. Holy Thursday the service will be at 8 o'clock after we do the guided meditation. Good Friday will be at 3 p.m. Holy Saturday, 8 p.m. And Easter Sunday, I do a sunrise service by the Ocean's Edge. And I do our regular Church of Spirituality service at 1 p.m. Eastern. So there's a lot happening. And Friday night we have PNN again. So if you're new here, I have Church of Spirituality. It's about spirituality. It's a scientific, metaphysical approach. And check it out. Yes, the Holy Days, it's really transformative. And I, too, am looking forward to it. So tomorrow's Holy Thursday. So get out your bread and your wine or your grape juice. Okay? I'll be all churched out. But it's really wonderful. All right, I love you all. Thank you for being patient with all the snafus and the distractions and everything, but you know me. All right, lots of love. Be good to yourselves. Namaste. Bob says goodbye.